Hello, David Thornton here. Today I want to show you how to make my Belgian waffle recipe. These things are delicious. Fluffy, light fluffy, and crunchy all at the same time. I'm also going to show you my Breville Smart Waffle Pro. It's model BWM 640. This thing is awesome. It has settings on the front for different types of waffles: Belgian, classic, chocolate, buttermilk, or custom. And it also has a knob for setting the darkness that you prefer. All right, let me go over the ingredients in my recipe with you. All right, first of all, we're going to start off with 1 stick of butter, okay? 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then I have 1 good tablespoon of malted milk powder and a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of milk, and 1 egg, okay? I've also got some syrup sitting here for after we get the waffle ready, okay? So let's go ahead and let's put this butter in the microwave. We're just gonna melt it just enough for it to be just liquid. These things are delicious. Now, as the waffle maker heats up, it starts off with a white screen, and when it heats up when it gets heated, the screen, the LCD screen, will change from white to orange, and it'll give you a little beeping sound, let you know it's ready. All right, and it's a good idea. I've had the egg and the milk sitting out just a little bit so it'll kind of get to room temperature. It just helps with the batter. Okay, we got our butter just melted. We're going to go ahead and put the sugar in on top of the butter, then the flour, baking powder, malted milk powder. Go ahead and going to put the egg in. All right, we're going to go ahead and pour the 1 cup of milk and the vanilla. All right. This batter, you want it to be kind of thin. You don't want it to be really thick. It's not thin like water, but all right, we got all this mixed together. Now we want to let this batter sit for about 5 minutes or so and just let it kind of blend together and help any flour, little, things of flour in there kind of settle in and mix in with the batter good. I'm just making sure the egg is mixed in there good. All right, you can see it's pretty thin, which is just what we want. And it'll thicken up just a hair as it sits, but we're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready to make waffles. All right, the waffle maker is heating up right now. You can see it flashing, heating on the screen, and you can see that the screen is white at this point. You can change the desired waffle setting by this knob. We're going to leave it on Belgium. And I've got the heat turned up about halfway. I'm going to turn it up 1 more notch, a little bit hotter. Okay, that just determines how long the waffle cooks. And you can see that knob right there selects it to be either lighter or darker. There is a restart button, so if the time on the screen is ticking or whatever, when you put new batter in it, you just hit the restart button and it starts over. And if you open, there it goes. It's heated, it's ready to go. Now, if you're cooking a waffle and it's not as brown as you want, you just hit the "a bit more" button and it'll add a little more time to the cooking time. All right, now I also have just a regular old store-bought plastic knife to use to get the waffles out of, because you don't want to use any metal utensil and mess the non-stick coating up. Now, this waffle maker also has a moat all the way around it, which works good. It works really good. If you put too much batter in there and it pours out, it's pretty good at catching it, and it kind of cooks it, so once the waffles are ready, it just comes right out. Now, it also has a lock right here. See this lock? When it's down, it's for carrying it and storing it. The handle won't open. We're going to unlock it and get ready to make some waffle. Makes 4 good size waffles. All right, our waffle batter has been sitting here for about 5 minutes. It's still got some tiny little lumps in it, but it's a little smoother than it was. And once again, you can see it's pretty thin, which is just what we want. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pour this in here. The waffle iron is heated and ready to go. And we're gonna cover the grid pretty good. This will make about 5 waffles. I probably got too much in that first one. You just want to cover those grids. It'll let you know real quick. I'm going to turn it up just a little darker. The setting I've got it on is just a little above midways. It's almost exactly 6 minutes it takes to cook 4 waffles. All right, we're going to get a paper towel to put the ones on that we can't eat right now. I put the paper towel down to keep the waffles from sweating on the counter when we set them on there. You can see the moats working. Overspills just a little bit. I don't want to say that's what you want, but it's nice to know you got them filled up enough, because you'd rather have it filled up enough where a little comes out than not filled up enough, and then the waffle is not nice and pretty. So this is going to take 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes and about 4 seconds left, and so I'll be back with you shortly. All right, our waffles got about 10 seconds left. You can see there's a little bit of batter that came out in the moat, not much. Steam kind of has settled down. It's coming off the top. All right, that means they're ready. Oh, look at there. Very good stuff. All right, our waffles are ready. They look perfectly done. We got a plastic knife here to keep from messing up our non-stick coating. And we'll pull this rascal out of there, right there. And I'm going to go ahead and take these other ones out. We're going to set them on the paper towel. And if you like yours a little darker, you can just set the timer for a little bit longer, or you can hit a bit more and it'll cook it a bit more. We got enough here for hopefully 1 more, or close to 1 more. All right, can't say we wasted any. All right, and we just hit restart. and she takes off. So take that about 6 minutes, and then we'll have the last one ready. In the meantime, I got a little fruit here to go on top. Bit of whipped cream. A little bit of syrup. Well, there you have it. Dave's Belgian Waffle. I've twigged this recipe out and it is delicious. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And most of all, enjoy the food. Thank you.